Hey everybody, good morning. Vlog, just like I promised. I said come Revenant or High Water, and thankfully neither one have hit, at least at this point in time. You know, I've got the woods behind me, so anything can happen. Anyway, I want to apologize for not getting one of these done sooner. Last week, the combination of pneumonia and a sinus infection, so like half of my face was swelled up, and my voice was something more of a mix of a 900 sex line and George Takei. And while I love George Takei, when my own husband and children are pointing and laughing at me, I decided I didn't need the internet to do it too. So I am semi-quasi-normal, as if I ever was. I want to start out by thank you, Jennifer Malone Wright, who set up my very first blog tour. I was scared to death. And blog tour, I don't even know what that is. Oh my God. A bunch of sites had guest posts and reviews. I did a blog talk radio show with Marsha Casper Cook that was sensational. And all of that, and I attribute much of the success right now of my book to that blog tour and to Jennifer. So thank you. She is a sweetheart. If you have not read her books, The Vampire Hunter's Daughter, you need to do that. And like, you can pause me. I'm okay with that. I'll sit here and look pretty. Okay. So thank you so much to Jennifer and to all the blogs that were kind enough to host me, to do the interviews, and the reviews. And thank you. It's very humbling that pretty much everybody seemed to enjoy. I shouldn't say everybody, you know. But that people seem to be enjoying Phoenix Rising. That's more than I could have ever hoped for a group of characters that were in my head clawing to get out. So that brings us to book 2. Phoenix Burning. It was supposed to come out on September 23rd, but because I was sick, I ended up asking the publisher to push it. So we did. That's actually a week from today, October 4th. I'm hoping people like this one as much as they seem to like the first one. It's a little different in that I tried writing from 2 different point of views. I'm hoping it works and it translates and that readers enjoy it. It was my way to get a glimpse inside the mind of another character, Luke. So yeah, that's next week, next Thursday. My publisher's going to do, Firefly and Wisp is going to do an online Facebook release party. Those are usually a ton of fun. They do caption contests. We give away ebooks and bookmarks and other swag that is currently en route. So if you can, it's from 9 to 11. I know it's Thursday night. People have kids. I have kids too. I get it. If you can, even just pop in. I'd love to see you there. Let's see. This last Sunday, the 23rd, I did my very first Q&A on Facebook. And I was shocked because I'm thinking, okay, let's see. 3 people will come. It'll be my husband, my friend Melissa, and my friend Hope. And I gave my husband questions ahead of time, like, here, go ahead, ask me these. He didn't even come. I love him. But there were quite a few people there. There were some fantastic questions. I appreciate everybody taking a few minutes out of their day to ask me questions, to come. It was a lot of fun. A few people won paperbacks of Book 1, Phoenix Rising. A couple people won some PDFs of it. I hope everybody likes it. Let's see, something else new. Kindlegraph. I was checking it out. I had actually seen a friend of mine had posted a thing on Facebook about Kindlegraph, and it was like E.L. James from 50 Shades of Grey, which is pretty cool, and I asked for it. Haven't gotten it yet. E.L., come on. Seriously? Come on. Anyway, so I signed up for Kindlegraph, which it's a neat thing. It sends you a document to your Kindle or any e-reader, even to your computer, where I can write a message. They have this default handwriting, and then it's got my actual signature, which was a lot of fun to do on a little 1x2 netbook mouse pad to sign that. It took me like half an hour or an hour or more, but I got it, and it looks neat. So if it's something you're interested in, it doesn't cost anything. And if there's something in particular that you would like it to say, I can do that. Yeah, I'm easy going. I'm laid back. I'm mellow. Which okay, completely off the subject of anything book related. I would like you to take note of my sweatshirt. This is the glorious teal and orange of the Miami Dolphins. If you are a friend of mine on my Facebook page, you will know that recently I lost a bet. And my current profile picture would be one Mark Sanchez, quarterback of the New York Jets, who I don't like, I despise, which is a difficult thing when you live in upstate New York and you're surrounded by gangrene fans. I just want it noted for the record that my loyalties are with Miami. Always. Always. Anyway, oh, my eye's looking down. That's great. I love how this camera works. Anyhow, I just need to set the record straight. Renee, I'm coming for you. Anyhow, I gotta give props. A fellow author at my publishing company, his name is Roy Hudson, and his book Relic is coming out this week. They're doing a release party from 8 to 10 on Facebook, so that's September 30th. I have not read Relic yet. I have read the blurb and the info about it, and I tell you what, I went and told my husband, I interrupted a conference call, which is always nice when you work for the federal government, to say, hey, can you mute your phone? I need to talk to you. And he thought it was an emergency. And it was an emergency. I said, look, you need this book, all right? So, Relic, that's what it's called. I love the premise of it. Truthfully, just from conversations, and chats and stuff with Roy, it's not what I thought that he would have written. So awesome, and I'm so excited for this release. I would really appreciate it if you all would come to the party. Feel free to ask Roy questions, which I know he's loving me saying this right now. Ask Roy tons of questions, like, who's his favorite author of young adult books with phoenixes? I'm just saying, that's a potentially awesome question you could ask Roy. So yeah, seriously, I'll be there. Some of the other authors from Firefly and Wisp will be there. You should really take a few minutes. Come out, help celebrate another indie author that's getting out there. I know he's got a thing going on for his Twitter followers. When he gets to a certain number, I think it was 500 Twitter followers, he's releasing something, and I don't want to go into detail about it. So if you don't follow him on Twitter yet, go to Twitter. If you don't have a Twitter, get one and follow Roy, because I really want to read what he put out there. So it'd be a personal favor. Thank you very much. So yeah, I'm trying to get back in the swing of things with the blogs, which is hard to do on the weekends because I'm outnumbered 3-1 by children. But I'm going to try. Maybe I'll get one of them to do this with me, which I'm sure you will absolutely adore, all of them. Real quick, I guess I'll talk a little bit about my vampires. And I figured I would bring it up. There was a review that just went up, I think it was yesterday or like the wee hours this morning, by a dear friend, Dorinda, talking about my book. And she made mention, because there's angels in it, about a religious aspect of it. In my book, My Vampires, that, for lack of a better term, fallen angels, which it's not really what they are, but vampires, they're derived from angels. There's an agreement and pact that's explained in the book. I certainly didn't intend for the angel part of it. I don't know why I didn't think of it before I put the book out. It wasn't intentional to be anything religious. I try to keep religion out of things. Everybody has their own beliefs. I respect everybody's beliefs, whether they're the same as mine or they differ from mine. It doesn't matter. So in my book, try to separate the popular belief of angels as messengers from the Christian God and whatnot, because that's not what they are. They're just another kind of creature in my book. There's other authors out there that have books that have angels in it, and there really isn't a religious aspect to it. So I'm going to try and get a little bit better on that, make sure that's real clear. But back to my vampires. As you know, if you've read the first book, there's a couple of them in there. Of course, they're good looking, because who wants, Now, I think I should write a book with, like, the overweight, unhealthy vampire. Seriously, like, he's got a cracked fang and a beer belly. That would be so great. So, yeah. they're the ruling class in the realm. They're sun sensitive, but they won't spontaneously combust. They don't twinkle, sparkle, glitter. I understand some vampires do that. Moving along. They can eat regular food, but they're sanguine dependent. They need blood, but the blood that they need is from angels. And this is something freely given. You're not going to read in my book where, you know, the vampires were stalking Empyrean and, you know, they jump like lions on a gazelle on an angel. The angels freely give it. It's part of this ancient agreement that they have that allowed vampires to be created. You know, just for a second, this is like the fourth car to go by. I live on a tertiary road in the woods. Really? Cars? Really? I digress. I know you're shocked. The vampires are educated in the realm, things, realm histories, because I believe history is an important thing to know where you're going to repeat it. Fighting, always a good thing to learn, because I'm a sucker for katanas and sais and now there's a truck coming. Seriously! Oh no, that's just a really loud orange car. Hey! And a really loud black car. Are you kidding me? Anyway, God. Just entertainment. Can't work with animals, kids, or apparently cars Thursday mornings in upstate New York in the autumn. Anyway, ruling class, they're educated in the realm, then they also get education in the mortal world. They can eat food, I said that. They don't have heartbeats. Sort of. I'm not going to say anything else, because I'm going to drink coffee. Moving along. They do have enhanced abilities, because who wants just, you know, a slow-moving vampire? Again, you know, the broken-fanged, overweight vampire that would be so attractive to us all. Can you imagine Lestat, like, 350 pounds, you know, when he's trying to find Louis, and he can't breathe. He's like, Louis! I mean, you'd kind of be funny, but anyway, and I say this as a fat chick, so, you know. Here we go. Digressing. See what I mean? I'm totally ADD this morning. I'm going to blame it on the fact that I have no more half and half for my coffee in my house. That's bad. Enhanced abilities. They can move fast. They can see far. I assume that they hear more. Why I haven't made mention of that in any of the books in this series I've written, I don't know. Just a friend pointed out, well, you know, I love the trust in your description of it. Where's the living room? I don't know. Is there a living room? There's a library. Who needs a living room when you have, like, floor-to-ceiling, wall-to-wall books? I mean, come on, seriously. Hope. Just saying. Love you. Yeah, okay, now that I've completely gone off on a tangent, there goes the notebook, because, you know, I'm not going to follow anything. I'll just put my feet up. I know, you love me. I'm kidding, God. So, yeah, I'm going to try and work on a vlog that's going to be, I'm hoping I can get it out there and maybe debut it at the release party on the 4th. Just kind of like a background into Maggie's world. The mortal part of the world, and even parts of the realm, I base, you know, places near me. I'm looking around now, and I see all the beautiful leaves that are changing colors and stuff. So I'm working with a dear friend, and we are trying to come up with a decent behind-the-scenes type of thing, totally shot with a cell phone, because why not? And I'm too cheap to buy a decent video camera, let's be honest, all right, you know? There's booze to be purchased, okay? Anyhow, so, I'm working on that. I'm curious what anyone else would be interested in. I was thinking about talking about the different characters, you know, see the Autumn. So if there's a particular character you'd like to know more about, feel free, shoot me questions. I love questions. I may not answer them, but I really love questions because it makes me feel good inside that people think I know something. It's the truth. I'm sorry. I can't help it. So, yeah. Shoot me questions about that. Anything else that you'd be interested in. I was thinking of doing like a blog Q&A, but I just did the Q&A thing. But any questions about characters, anything you'd like to know more about. Next Wednesday, the 3rd, for my vlog, it's my plan right now, because I have, that fantastic voice. That I know that's why y'all tuned in. My fantastic voice and my extremely high forehead and my really, really unkempt hair. But I was thinking on the 3rd of reading the prologue and the first chapter of Book 2, Phoenix Burning. I know it's in the hands of some early reviewers. My fingers are crossed. The people like it. The people that have read it thus far, I think there's been 10. There are actually people out there that have read it. Mainly because I feared for my life and they really wanted it. So, you know who you are. Jennifer S. in Orlando. You know it. Anyway, love you too. So far the people that have read that, as well as Book 3, because that's done, but don't even ask. I say nothing more. Book 2's been their favorite. And like I said, that's got point of view shifts. So truthfully, I want to know how that works, because I did that in Book 3, trying to, balance things. Is trickier than I ever imagined it would be. So, okay, I guess I have taken up almost 20 minutes of your day. And I'd like to thank you for spending that 20 minutes listening to me babble. Oh, before I leave. Dark Whispers. No H in Whispers. These 3 guys, oh my God, it's a little over an hour long. It is Joe Rubis. It's Lee Taylor. It is Jay Harding. The absolute best hour you will spend all week listening to these 3 talk about all sorts of things. I mean, they touch on their books. They talk about their impressions of different pop culture things. Lee, by the way, could I just say, totally agree. We didn't need all these movies and books. Why did the Eagles not just drop the ring in Mount Doom? Thank you for making me feel like I'm not the only person who wanted to know that. You don't even want me to go off on a tangent. Anyway. Check them out. They have a Facebook page, and it's Dark Whispers. Go like the page. I consider it a huge personal favor. At some point in the future, I'm going to go spend a half an hour talking to them. I truly hope Jay gives me the zombie apocalypse weapon question, because I totally already have an arsenal. Just in case, okay? It could happen. I write about revenants. They're sort of zombie-like. Okay, so I guess I will let you go for now, and I'll try and get another vlog up tomorrow. Maybe I'll film a couple of them so I can post them this weekend. Again, shoot me questions. What do you want to hear about? I mean, if you want me to sing, I'll do it. You won't like it. It'll be bad. My daughter can sing. But I would do that for you. All right, everybody. Have a fantastic Thursday, and I will talk to you, or talk at you, as the case may be, real soon. Take care. Bye-bye.